Hello, my frizzy friends. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. I hope your week is going fabulous. And let me double check because I think I didn't turn on this on mute. There we go. So let me know when you guys can see me and hear me. I see Lana Banana is in the house. Welcome in, Lana. Yes, let's not forget the thumbs on your way in. And Lisa, good morning. You remembered your thumbs. Good job, good job. Good job. All right, let me know when you can see me. Let me know when you can hear me. I'll do the D's singing. Let me know when you can hear me. Hi, Mandy. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well, my dear. I hope it's going well for you. Good morning, Marianne, and Andy's in the house. And Mandy's been a member for 10 months in my Royal Hive. That is amazing. Has it been that long? My gosh. BB, hello. Welcome, my friend. I hope you're doing well. So, you guys see what's behind me? Look what came yesterday. I'm so excited. I just pulled him out of the box. So, I don't know why, but I had ordered 50 copies and they sent 47. And they're sending 3 separately. I'm not sure why, but those will be here today, apparently. Oh my gosh. And Lisa's been 6 months membership. Oh, that's amazing. Why isn't it showing? Hang on. I want to make sure I can see everything. There we go. Yes, you've been a Frizzy friend for 6 months. It's half a year. Oh my gosh. Time flies, doesn't it? So I've got a bunch of copies now, which means I will be signing those that have already been purchased on my website. If you are interested in getting a signed copy, I now have them. They've just come in. These are the paperbacks, so we're still waiting on the hardbacks. According to Amazon, it says they could arrive anytime between, I think it was October 29th and November 2nd. So they haven't even printed them yet. It's like one of those things that just drives me nuts. I know they could print them. They're just making me wait. Whatever. So, I know, right, Lisa? Time just flies. Yes, Tank. Thank you, my dear. Yes. So that's what I'll be doing today while Lizzie's working on her schoolwork is I will be bringing stacks in and signing them. So, you will get one someday, Helix. I bet you will. Yeah, so I was super excited. Oh, and look at that. BB's in the pollen pal. Thanks for joining, BB. Lovely to have you as a pollen pal. Thank you. And hi, Lydia. Welcome in. So, yeah, so excited when I saw the big old box and it was labeled heavy. And I said, Sean, can you please? It's heavy when they say it's heavy. But yeah, it was lovely. So I haven't gone through each one to make sure they all look great, as far as quality. They all, just from outside inspection, look great. But I'll double check before sending each one. So, yeah. Oh my goodness. So I'm missing my Frizzy, the big one that used to be over here. So I'm finally getting a new one put together. So that's what I'm working on this morning. So let me know what you guys are working on. I have to stitch the sides. Well, I've got to stitch them together, and that way I can do the stripes and then his feet, his wings, his antenna, all those things he still needs. But yeah, so first is first, I gotta stitch him into his box shape and stuff him up. So that's what I'll be working on today. Hello, how's it going, Steffi? Good to see you. I think I missed you come in. Oh my gosh. Yes, I know. So what's everybody working on? Are you guys sipping on your coffees? What has your day been looking like so far? I think the only thing I have going on today is signing books and working on Lizzie's schoolwork after this. So you guys are my top priority right now because she's just having her me time. And I was like, why don't you try to get started by 9? But we'll see how well that goes. Usually doesn't go very well in my favor. I will do the 2 rows of my temperature scarf for today. Oh, nice. Is it 2 rows a day, like in the color of the day kind of a thing? Or is it for 2 days? Like you got to you gotta catch up. Rita! Hello, Rita. Almost done working on my little black hexie cardi for Tiny's birthday outfit. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, that's gonna be so cute. Finished the last cardigan for my Christmas make, so I'm done with that stuff. Now it's random stuff. Making a beanie at the moment. That sounds lovely. What color are you doing, Marianne? Oh no, Leslie, no. Sipping on Sprite. Oh, that must feel good though. That's, you know, when I was sick as a kid, the two things I remember my mom always getting for us was cherry 7-Up, if you remember that. But we would get cherry 7-Up for the sore throats because the bubbles actually feel good when they go down. And she would get us rainbow sherbet. Those were the two things that anytime we were like sick and just feeling like gross, those were the comforts. You're making a cocoonigan too, BB? Ooh, that's exciting. I wonder if you're making the same. Are you doing the one with the arrow stitch, the one that I've been working on, or did you find a different pattern? And Mandy took today off, so I'm just relaxing until I have to fold a million baskets of laundry. That was me last week. I had 4 baskets of laundry to fold. It felt like a million, even though it was only 4. Yeah, I have the cocoonigan over there. I contemplated working on it, but I mean, you guys have seen me working on that so many times. I thought, you know what? Let's do something else. So I just grabbed Frizzy and figured we'd put some work in on this one. You know, if I just sat and did it and stopped like dwelling on doing it, it's just like with homework, right? That's what my parents always used to tell me. If you put half the effort in you did to complain about doing the work and just did it, it would be done already. and Frizzy would be done already too, but you know, I've been finding myself lately just doom scrolling, which is not a great thing to be doing. So like even in the mornings when I have my little bit of me time and I should be, you know, starting to work on stuff or whatever, I just find myself just scrolling and looking at clips, looking at different videos, catching up on what's going on in the world, that kind of stuff. And I'm just like, I gotta stop. Oh my goodness. Yes, Rita. I know. I'm so excited to get them out to you guys. I got the bags had already come in, the book bags that they're bubble nailers, but they're book size, I guess. So I'd already had that. I had everything. It was just waiting on the books themselves. Shaz in the house. Hello, my friend. Melissa G is in the house, and Heidi is here. Hello, hello. Oh my goodness. And okay, Steffi says 2 rows a day in the color belonging to the highest temperature of the day. It's a 11 degrees Celsius for you guys today. Color is purple. Nice. I like purple. I likes purple. Audio? Can you guys not hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Fine on your end. Okay, yeah, maybe just try to refresh. I know, Shy, look, I got 47 copies. They decided to split 3 off for, I have no idea why. They would have fit in the box too, but maybe, I don't know, they didn't want to stuff it. Oh my gosh. Good morning, Sally. Welcome in. And hello, Maribel. What are you guys working on? What are you up to? All right. So we've got little ends. I guess I could just leave them. I just don't want them hanging in my way. I'll probably end up using some of the, still have, and I don't know about you guys. This is all my yarn ends, you guys. It's such a big bag. And I do try to use it sometimes for stuffing, but especially the fluffy yarn, because that's pretty much stuffing that's colored. So speed knitting. So gonna lurk, but are here, yes. I know, it's nice that you could catch it for once, right? You guys have been busy. You've been busy with your channel, which is great. So, not on your phone. The more time you spend not on your phone, he knits. I'm thinking the better. Oh, have you seen the app Focus Friend from Hank Green? No, I haven't. I have not seen that one, Mandy. You'll have to send me the link on that. so that I can get the app. I really got to get better about that, you guys. I really, really got to get better about that, because it's not great for your mental health. I'll tell you that. Especially when you're literally doom scrolling. Like it's not great. And I was always really good about not keeping up with everything. And it wasn't really until the stuff about autism came out that I started like being like, wait, what? Now who are you going after? Okay. So then that's what I had to keep my eyes on. So yeah, that's why I started in on that. But now I'm just like, you know what? There's a reason that I was never into looking at all that stuff. It's because I'm too empathetic, and I feel for people deeply. And so when I know somebody's hurting or whatever, it gives me so much anxiety and stress. And so for me, it's like the happy bubble time, I think, sometimes, sometimes it's better. Sometimes it's good to keep up with things, but it's also good to take a break from it. So, and do things you like, right? Like crocheting. Hi, Len. Welcome in. Good to see you. Moved on to working on the Wild Things monster. Have you made that before, Rebecca? I don't feel like I've seen that one from your makes. I love those. That's going to be so cute. I also like the little kid that gets dressed up with the crown. So, a little bean who knits. Are you serious? That sounds adorable. That's right up my alley. I would love to see that. Anything called Bean. I just think that's so cute. I love that. Bean is like, well, I call Lizzie Bean. That's probably why, but Bean. And I actually know this is where it started, because with James, when he was in womb, we called him the Bean, because that's what he looked like for so long. It was just a bean. They don't look like much at the start, right? So, okay, let me scroll down. I think I'm missing stuff. Here we go. It's been a while since you made it. Oh, gotcha. Wrangling doggies. I know. I keep looking at the dogs too on the home to home, and I've messaged several people, but for some reason there's only been one person that has responded. So yeah, and I didn't get back to them. It's the dog that I want, but the problem is, there was a couple flags that I found when I was speaking with the person. One, the dog is 3 and is only pee-pee pad trained, which I thought was kind of odd. Maybe if you're in an apartment, I guess. But the other thing is he's not even neutered yet. So I'm just like, I don't know. But he's 3. He's so cute though. Len is saying hi to everybody. Jeremy, hello, my friend. I gotta see what this. Everybody was complimenting you on. I guess it was Was it a shawl that you had finished? I want to see what the shawl looked like. I missed it. I don't know where they saw it or if it was on your channel, but Frizzy wants to see. It's a Maltese. I think they're adorable. They look like little teddy bears. I would definitely keep the cut to a shortened, like not super. There's a middle ground where they're a fluff ball. They look like a cotton cloud, I think they call it the puppy cut or the teddy bear cut, something like that. But they are very, Maltese are just known for being super loving, good with kids a lot of times, very, they need the care. They need people to love them, so they get sad when you are not there. So they're really good with people that have somebody always in the house, and we always do. We have 6 people living here, 4 adults. So somebody's always here. And so that is a lot of times why people are rehoming, is because they're moving or they're, what was the other reasons I saw? Somebody had just had a C-section, new baby, couldn't give the attention, that kind of thing. I get it, but I've already passed that point in my life. So my kids are older and they're would give the cuddles, so I gotta see it. Yes. If anybody has it, link it or link me a picture or something so I can take a look. Let's see how they recommend adopting through a rescue. Yeah, they cover more expenses for the first year too, which is, yeah, the one I was looking at, it is so it's basically, it's animals that need a new home. So in a sense, it is kind of a rescue. It's just that they get to stay in the current home they're in until they find a new one. And a lot of times people are making sure they get into a really good family and that kind of thing. So, because I don't need a puppy, I really don't want to have to potty train. That's my big thing. You know, I don't mind if they're a little older. I'm just so done with all that kind of stuff, you know. I had an awful day at work today, and it was so good to watch your live streams at 5 p.m. here in Germany with all the good morning vibes. Yes, everybody's, I know, feels like a good new day, right? Exactly. It's harder to get this yarn through. This is that Bernat Blanket Extra. This is the even thicker one than blanket yarn. It is harder to tie the strings off because it's so fluffy. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, send me a picture, Jeremy, in Messenger. And if anybody didn't see, I can always pop it up. Oh my gosh. That's the other thing. The ends, they just start to come apart on blanket yarn. So you got to be really careful with it. And also don't pull too tight because they can also snap. So there's a lot of downsides, I guess, to blanket yarn. I do love working with it, though. It's like you're working on a cloud, you know? And hello, Butterfly. Welcome in. Look, I've got a scarf, you guys. It's a frizzy scarf. Oh, my gosh. All right, so now we can close the box. So we will close the cube here. Akaste, is that the name of the scarf pattern? That sounds lovely. Yes, I like the sounds of it. I've been looking up little dog sweaters like that you can crochet and knit. I'm on a kick right now because I want it as, so I have 2 cats, you guys know that, and I love cats. I do. It's always on their time though, you know, and I think when I have my times of most anxiety and stuff where I really need like a comfort animal, they're like off somewhere, don't want to be bothered. You try to cuddle them, they're like, no, it's not the time I want, you know, that kind of thing. I can't get this in there. What am I making, Miriam? I am making, it's the Be Present pattern that's on the website. So this is my frizzy bee. It starts off, so it's a present because it's a cube shape. When it gets stuffed, it will kind of plump out a bit, so it's a little less cube shaped, but especially with this yarn. But when I originally made the pattern, I actually stuffed it with, hang on, I've got one. I made it with acrylic yarn, so it's 4-weight yarn, and I would stuff it with these foam cubes so you would get to keep that present shape. And the wings are like the little bow. So it's meant to look like a little bow that are the wings. So, yeah. Is my chat not moving or is it just not going down? Oh, it's just not going down. I'm sitting here looking at Butterfly and I'm like, nobody's hanging out anymore, huh? Supposed to be hypoallergenic, but I'm still allergic to the Maltese tank. Is that what you're talking about? Just stopping in to say hi, Monique. Hello. Looked complicated, yeah. Okay, true piece of art, Jeremy. I'm going to have to make the shawl, Jeremy, after I saw yours. So this is somebody else's pattern, or is this Jeremy's pattern? I missed that part. That one is only trained on pee pads. You'd have to potty. Exactly. That's my thought. I'm like, and then how at the age of 3 are they easy to re-potty train, or do you have to kind of, is that going to become a problem? You know, like I don't want to end up with a problem because that's not what I'm looking for. You know, I'm looking for an emotional support animal, not another problem to have to manage when I'm already stressed, you know. Old and only puppy. Yeah. They're inside all day and not able to get out to use. Oh, that's probably true too, Rebecca. Yeah, it sounded like she was probably in an apartment because she's like, I want them to have a big yard. And so, yeah, I totally get that too, Mandy, that they would need some because they're not used to a new house. Like, I get that. I just, if they already understand the concept of going outside, I think that it's a quicker turnaround. Leanna says, dogs are the best. Yes. Don't pay attention to stitches. Okay. I feel like I'm so far behind. Well, Jeremy, you did amazing. Oh, it's going to take me a bit to braid that shawl, but it's my favorite. Oh my gosh. Now I really need to see. Okay. Did you send it to me, Jeremy? Everybody's talking about it. I want to see. My coworker has a King Charles Cavalier, and I guess they're similar to Maltese. There was actually one of the dogs that I had commented on or messaged the current owner about it. Her name is Lulu, and she is a King Cavalier Spaniel Poodle mix. So a Cavapoo, I think they call them. I love all those mixed names. And she'd only get up to like 7 pounds. And in the picture, she was wearing a cute little coat with a little like scarf on. I want a tiny dog that I could wear in a pack if I want to, and then I can dress up. And you guys know I want to make like the hats, like I want them to have the strawberry hat, put them in the orange hat. So I have plans. I have plans, you guys. I'm gonna make them a bee sweater because it has to happen that way, you know. Full stripes and wings, stinger out the backside. I mean, we're going all to town here when if and when it happens. Yeah. Well, you know, I realized, Mandy, because my brother and my sister-in-law, they have a dog, but it's a big dog. It's a it's a golden doodle. It's a golden doodle. Her name is Ginger, and she's adorable, but she's huge. But there was one day where I was struggling with the anxiety, and I had been that day. And so, but she came, we were sitting out in the backyard, and she came up and she just plopped down next to me with her head on me, and I was just petting her, and it was helping. It was really helping with that tightness in my chest that I get. It was really helping with that. So I'm like, you know what? This is something I should look into. Let's see. Definitely. Yeah, I can't do puppies anymore. I know, right? It's like kittens. My kids want kittens, but they are interested in the dog as well, because it's a little dog. It looks like a puppy. So you're here. Yay! Amber's here. Okay, you sent a couple pictures. Okay, let's look at. We need to get to Jeremy's Nake. Okay, let's see. What is it on Facebook? Facebook. Okay, here I go. Oh, I remember seeing that. Was that from you? I saw that, Jeremy. Okay, let me see. How do I do this? Okay, this is what I do every time I try to share something with you guys. I'm like, what am I doing? Okay, you can kind of see it there. How do I make it bigger for you guys? So let's see if I drag this bigger. Does that do anything? This is like really doesn't work very well. There we go. You can kind of see it better. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I love that. That would be super pretty as the cowl, the way that I like to wear them. And you sent another one. It said, let's see. Oh no, I went the wrong direction. Come on, go back. Oh, there's Lizzie. You know, they do the memories on Facebook. There's Lizzie Boo when she was little. All right, here we go. Let's look at the other one. There we go. That is so pretty. Oh, look at that. It's got like a, what would you call that? Is that like the front post triple crochet or whatever? Gives it almost like a patchworky kind of look. I love that too. So pretty, Jeremy. Well done. All right. Book. I'm back. The embodiment of stubbornness. The dachshund. Yeah, the Cavapoo would be super cute, and Lulu is a cute name. They're not getting back to me though, so I don't know if they're already taken. That's the other thing. The first one I saw was was Maltese, and so cute, and her name was Chanel. I was like, oh my gosh, I need this puppy, but she never got back to me, and then I ended up seeing that she had already found a home, so I was like, well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I wish it was my home, but that's okay. So I'll just keep looking, and hopefully at some point somebody will message me back. A Bernard. Oh, is that a Saint Bernard or a Bernie? What is it? Burmese mountain dog? Something like that. I can't remember. Huge, but the best dog. I don't want a big dog. I don't want to be taken over by a dog. I want to put the dog in my pocket. Not seriously, not that small. I don't want to lose it or squish it, but I would like it to be little. The basket weave. Oh, that's what it's called. Okay. Bernese mountain dog. That's the white one, right? Because my sister-in-law, her sister has a Burmese mountain dog, and his name is Bernie. Oh my gosh. And he's such a big lump. He's so cute. He sheds a ton, though. So we get enough shedding from the cats. That's kind of why I was looking at more hypoallergenic options, if possible. Good job. Good job, Steffi. Got the first row done. My Dahlia is, I wouldn't trade her. Oh, she's cutie though. I mean, it's not that I don't love big dogs. I do. I don't want to be overwhelmed. So I think a smaller size for me is what I would prefer. Come on. A Newfoundland. Yeah, they're just giant teddy bears. You gotta go, Shy. Oh no. Time to make dinner. Thank you. Have a good rest of your night. And thanks for popping in. Resty. Hello, my friend. Are you working today? Black, white, and tan. Okay, I hit the bottom. Good. Okay. Let me go back over here so I can see you guys. There we go. All right. Rusty's here. Rusty's in the house. Okay, here we go. I don't know what I was doing, but it wasn't working. There we go. Now it's working. Okay, there is a word of the day, by the way. So if you guys want to guess what it is, you can feel free to start putting in your guesses. But it does have something to do that I've already talked about. Look, I'm making a bee if you're just tuning in. It's to replace the bee that Dee's Creative Hands got, which was behind me for most of my lives. I'm missing the bees, so I'm making another one. Hi, Tracy. Your Betty is a cattle dog mix. Love her, but don't recommend the breed. It is something to do with the book, but the word is not book. Keep going. Keep trying. Laying a banana. It's not bee. It's not puppy. Although those would be good options. Okay, I gotta tie this one off. I should have left a longer tail. I did not leave long tails, sadly. So I'm probably gonna at some point have to actually attach another strand, because all the tails I have are really only long enough to attach like a side at best. So, and yes, I have fluff all over me. Yes, I do. Whimsy. There it is. Lisa got it. Good job, Lisa. Whimsy. No, with the cattle dogs. Yeah, they have a lot of energy. Like, I'm going to take it on walks and stuff. I don't know, though. Do you think that if I did get like a Maltese or these small ones I'm talking about, do you think that I could go on a 2-mile walk with them, or would that be too far for their little legs? I don't want to like overdo it. Marvin, that is what they are great for. Yeah. Yeah. Big dogs are great for when you have tons of room for them to run around. They need a lot of high energy, right? I'm more like a bulldog energy. I just want them to hang out and chill, you know? I'll take them on walks. I'll do all those things, but you had a cattle dog that saved your butt from a Great Dane attack? Oh my gosh, I never heard that. I never heard of that. And the Great Dane ran away. It's so funny. I'll see these videos come up. It'll be a cat or something that's, you know, somewhere like where Mama G and Rusty are, where you're going to get bears here and there. And they're coming up by some child that's sitting there. Maybe this is AI. I don't know. It's possible. Everything looks better now, right? And then his cat just comes out like nutso, and then he scares the bear off. I'm thinking, good on you, cat. Cat's a fraction of the size, but they got the gall. They're like, yes, I can do this. I don't care. Cat versus bear. Yeah, work them up to like a longer walk. That's true. Okay. All right. Yeah, that tail is useless. That other one. Okay. I also bought a little wrap thing you can put the dog into. I put my pug in when he was a puppy. Did he like it, Mandy? Did he just sit in there and was like, yeah, this is nice, like a hammock? Right, Jeremy? I'll have to bring a pack. I'll wear like a side satchel pack. I saw these really cute ones, you guys. They were crocheted side satchel bags where it's kind of like a pouch, and then I think it had just a flap that sort of held them in, and just the head hangs out, you know? So if the dog got tired, then I could just shove it in my pack and keep going. Feeling beat for no reason, so I'm gonna go lay down. Oh, I hope you feel better, Marianne. Maybe get a rest in. He loved it. Oh, that's so cute. I love that. You just have my Darius. Yeah, you couldn't wear him on your back. He could wear you, Melissa. I'm envisioning you on Darius's back. It's amazing. Oh my gosh. Doesn't like dogs or cats. He has an aversion to their... Oh, I see. So get this, though. My husband was just talking to me about that. I don't know how he looked up, or if he just looked it up randomly. And hello, Mia. How's it going? We are talking about animals. So he looked up cats because, yeah, you think that, right? You're like, oh my gosh, it's so gross. They probably leave like whatever everywhere because they're always putting their booty down. Apparently with cats anyways, I don't know this is true for dogs, but apparently with cats, they actually like tested surfaces that they sat on, and they've got enough around it that's actually like hair or whatever. There's enough stuff around them that's holding it off of the surface, allegedly. So it's actually not gross, according to whatever Sean was reading. But definitely look it up. I think it's worth looking into. And dogs, though, I don't know. I can't speak to the dogs. And but at least they're not usually getting up on the counters and stuff, you know. Your granddaughter sits on him all the time, and he's just like, whatevs. Let's go. Yeah, Mandy, there you go. Because your dogs are too big for it, I would think, at this point. Have a standard poodle, and my youngest used to be able to sit on her like a horse. Oh my goodness, that must have been so cute. I hope you got pictures. I hope you got some pictures. But yeah, it's so that, oh, and I don't know if I told you guys, did I tell you guys that my husband, for my birthday coming up, he got me this really cool chair, and I think he'll put it together in the next day or two, but so you'll see it soon. But it's kind of furry. It's like short fur, but it's kind of a creamy white tone. It has the chair itself, and then under the chair has a platform that's actually bone shaped, which I didn't realize at first. And it can swivel in every direction underneath where you sit. Okay. I'm trying to have you picture this. So you can sit a multitude of ways. So if I want to sit like, you know, the back of the chair in the front and have my legs up and have them crossed or whatever, I can swivel the thing for my legs anywhere, which is really cool. So it's for people, I think I think it would be good for anybody that has like ADHD and you just can't get comfortable, and especially with me, I have the restless legs going 9 times out of 10. So I'm hoping that this will be better. And also you could just move your position, especially if you sit all day, that you could move into different positions. But they also said, and I think this is probably why it was bone shaped, is that, or you could use it as a nice little platform for your buddy that would just come up and sit right next to you on that little bone shaped part of it. So I'm excited. I'm sure that if we do get one, it'll be them against the cats deciding who gets to sit on there first. All right. I was just chatting for so long there. I didn't get to see the chat. Okay. Let me see. Dum, 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 dum. Should make a good watchdog. Barks at every sound. You had a Great Dane Greyhound mix. Got out a couple of days after we brought her home. Aw. 45 miles an hour running. Wow. That's crazy, Jeremy. I didn't know that either. I didn't know they were that fast. Laziest, dirtiest little man of long hair. Frog face fluff. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So that way would be true that is can get gross. Yes. Because Arthur, that's one of the big reasons why we have their hair cut like we do, is because he starts having issues with the long hair. We don't need to go into the details of that, but you get the picture. So yeah, we get he's actually needing another one already because his hair is getting too long too quickly. That sounds like my eldest son's cat. He just smears nasty instead of cleaning himself. That's so gross. Bought the pattern now to look. So did you guys ever say whose pattern it was? Was it Jeremy's pattern? Good job, Steffi. Purple and matching. Oh, malachite green. I like that you use the name of, the ore. Is it an ore or is it a gem? Malachite. I should know this. James, it's one of the ones that James would always tell me about. We also used to play a Roblox game, and I'm pretty sure it's called Malachite Miners. We would mine different things. That's the whole point of the game, is to go and mine different ores and stuff. And then you can trade them in for things. He worked at the animal shelter after he retired, but he said a beagle might be good. But they do howl and have big ears. Snoopy beetle. Thomas, but good grief, 10 years in and still no effort. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Lisa. Yeah, that can happen. Pattern from Ravelry. Okay, I'm going to write that down so I won't remember. That way I'm not asking you in 5 minutes again. What was that pattern? Claudia Tessar. Oh, the Acaste. I don't know how you pronounce it, but okay. So now I got to go tie this little guy off because it's already too small to do anything with. So I feel like I'm wrapping a present. Okay. I'm still typing up. I got to figure out if I want to do, I keep going back and forth if I want to do a tutorial. I mean, I think it could be popular, but I don't know. For Pebble, I've been typing up the Pebble pattern. Of course, I didn't write every little thing down, so I will also definitely need to test it and rejigger it a little bit. But I'm trying to decide if I want to just do like post it as a pattern or actually do a whole tutorial on it. So, because the tutorials are a lot of work, obviously, with the editing and everything. So easier would be to just do the pattern. But if there's a demand for it, I would actually do a video. Shawls. Oh, that's not too bad. That seems like a reasonable price. What do you wish was for you, Arrow? The bee? Like, what was I thinking? This is not long enough. Oh my goodness. I mean, I have a whole ball here. This is what was left of I think this was the second skein. I think it takes 2 skeins if I'm remembering, because as they get thicker, you get less of them, if that makes sense. Cool, Mandy, thank you. I need to make sure, well, I need to redo a couple of the elements of it because I didn't write everything down. So it's not very smart, you know. The present, the be present. It's upside down. There he is. He looks so, they always look kind of wonky when they're all smushed in, you know, and then they look better when you stuff them. We'll go with that. All right, so I am going to just cut a length of thread here, a cord, if you will. It needs to go around 3 sides. I don't know how much to cut. Okay, we'll just go with that. Hello, Grammy Rita. So nice to see you on my channel. My mom is Grammy, although she spells it I-E because her name is Bonnie, B-O-N-N-I-E, so that way it kind of works with her name. But I like that. Not too many Grammys out there. I love that, though. Okay. So, let's get this going. Rita, I sent you a message. Tank sent you a message. I am far more inclined to do a tutorial than to follow a pattern. Oh, that's cool. I know. I have no problem doing tutorials because I'll just look up the technique. If it's a technique, like for example, with that cocoon again, it's pretty much, okay, now do that same thing until it's 40 inches long, you know? So I'll just look those things up and then I'll skip to the next part and say, okay, now what are we doing here, you know? I gotta attach this in here. And it doesn't want to go. Come on. Here we go. That's what everyone else calls whom I call crazy grand mad. You spell your, I know. You know what? I saw another Mandy. There was only one other Mandy I've ever seen that spells it with 2 E's like that. Yeah, so you call your mom Mommy? I love that. That's cute. Okay, I'm just tying off on the inside here. Thank you, Lana Banana. So there you go. There's I'll just pop that up on another tab here. There we go. Oh, and I love how they did how did they do that? I love how they put that little thing in there to hold it. That's really neat. And a very pretty color choice too on that one. Grandma, but mad. Mad is correct too sometimes, right? Okay, now we're good. Now we can keep going here. So let's go out over here. I don't know about you guys, but this is the part of Ami's that this is the part I don't like as much as the assembling part. So that's kind of why he sat in 6 pieces and no face. But I added the face right before he came on live. So I was like, all right, I'm not going to try to do a face while I'm on live, but I will try to stitch this together. So making headway here. So let's see if we got how many people we have who have put in the word whimsy. So if you haven't and you're just tuning in, please put that word in. We will be doing it's basically you get entries into the monthly giveaway, which will be on the end of the month. Which day is it for me? Let's see. It would be, I will tell you because I can't remember. So for us, I will do the actual giveaway. It will be on the 30th of the month because that's the Thursday right before Halloween. So, because I am an award. Oh, that's true. You are. You're a Grammy. Oh, I like that. So yeah, so make sure you put in the word whimsy. I've so far got 15 entries and we got 33 watching. Also, don't forget your thumbs. But yeah, so basically today I will be drawing 5 names. 4 will get 2 entries into that monthly appreciation gift away, and then 1 person will get 10 entries in, which I do on each of the lives. So there's lots of chances to get your name in. And in the past, we usually end up with maybe something like 300-ish entries. And then we pick a random number and see who gets the monthly. Hi, Flower Tammy. Flower Tammy, Tammy Flower. Okay. And hello to Daniel Tails Deku. I know make a spiderweb corset crochet pattern that I saw on Etsy that cost 12 bucks. Oh, how to make it otherwise. And it's a corset belt. That's interesting. I made a spider web, and not my pattern. This is, I would check on YouTube, see if there's any tutorials out there, because that's where I found the tutorial for the, it was kind of like a sweater, but I mean, it's so holey, it's not going to keep you warm. It's just, you know, kind of looks like a sweater. Yeah, I bet you could find something. You could also look up on Pinterest. I do a lot of Pinterest searches and look up free spider web wearables, and then see if you find something. Let's see. Oh, all right. Bye, Steffi. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. Have a good night. This looks ridiculous, but this yarn it's a yarn eater because it's so thick. So we're at 16 entries. So if you guys want to get your name put in for the giveaway that will be at the end of this month on the 30th, put in the word whimsy while we're sitting here working on our whips. Isn't a Deku flower one from Legend of Zelda? Am I wrong on that? My geeky side is coming out, but I thought there was a Deku flower in that game. Oh no, where did I go? I'm still here. Here we go. All right, so we're at 16 entries. I'm going to pick the name here pretty soon. We are coming up on about 13 minutes left of the live. So I just do about an hour so I can get back to working on school with my daughter and signing these books. Yes, that is my other big to-do today, so I can get those shipped out to you guys. I appreciate you guys waiting on those to come in as I sat here waiting, and I was like, oh, come on. Why must you wait until the end of the, ETA period? Here we go. We're on the second side with this one here. Then I'll have one more side, and then I'll have the other side, which is becoming a basket. So we'll be stuffing soon. Anything on YouTube, unfortunately, to see anything, but to no avail. How would go about an unattainable pattern that they cannot pay for? Good question. I mean, you could try to make one up. You could kind of see how they make the other spiderwebby kind of patterns, and then see if you can kind of alter that to fit your need. Because it's going to be pretty much the same concept. You're just going to change it if you want it to be kind of a, you said a belt or like a corset type. There must have been, well, you said that there was one that was like $12 or something like that. So you could also wait and see if they have a sale. A lot of times too, if it's on Etsy, if you favorite something or you put it in your cart, a lot of times what'll happen is you'll get a message saying that, oh, this, you know, person just sent you 10% off, or this person just sent you this coupon, or this is gone on sale. And so then you'll find out if and when it goes on sale, then you could get it cheaper. All right, we are at 18 entries. So let me just finish this side. I just have a few more stitches, and then I will start drawing the names. So bear with, here we go. Nice and sunny today here in Washington. I thought we were supposed to start getting rain again, but so far it's very nice. And it's not hot either, which is also right up my alley because I don't like the heat. I melt. I'm melting, I'm melting. Still at 18. So I think we are good to draw the names and see who is going to win. I'm on the last stitch. Well, I might do one more. Let me do one more and then I'll tie it off. So yeah, I made this way longer than I needed to, but you just never know, right? You just never know until you actually get started on it. Sunny, light breeze, and currently 72 where Amber's at. Well, I can just use this cable cord for the other side. Maybe I won't tie it off. That might be a better idea. I'll tie it, but then I'll bring it up. That's what I'm going to do. No sense in retying. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. Just give it a little tether. There we go. He's coming along. He's coming along. Ooh, he still needs his topper. Getting rain, which you guys need, yes, in California, Northern California. Hi, Sonara. I love seeing all these new faces. I'm working on, so I have a bee present pattern. This is the giant bee present. I used to have him hanging out behind me here, and I gave him to, I didn't give him, he was in a raffle kind of a thing for a friend. So I would just miss having him, so I'm making another one so that we have Frizzy back. So it's a bee. And I'll have to do the stripes, the antenna, the legs, and the wings, which are bow-shaped, like a present. So, up to 63 here, overcast, should get to 77 in SoCal. There you go. Overcast, but still warm, right? 81 where Tracy is. Okay, here we go. So we got 20 entries. Anybody else put in the word Whimsy? That is the character in my story here that I wrote and illustrated. If you're new and you didn't know, I'm an author illustrator as well. So this is my book that just came out recently. That's it in paperback. And Lana Banana has already put a link in if you're interested in getting a signed copy. It's also available on Amazon. And I am in the process. It's almost with Ingram Spark, which will be really cool because then if you guys want, you can just request it at your library. Request it for purchase, and then they can get it for you there if you want to just check it out at the library. So I'll let you know when that happens. In the meanwhile, let's go ahead and draw some names. All right, here we go. So the first 4 people that I draw will get 2 entries in, 2 monthly appreciation gift away. The last person will get 10. So first up are the 2 entries. So first up we have Monique. Monique, congratulations. Monique, +2. All right, we are going to draw again. And Deku got it. Deku. All right. And yeah, my daughter's coming in. Yes.
Can I eat my breakfast before I start?
Uh-huh.
Love ya.
I love it too. All right, reroll. Flower, Tammy Flower. Congratulations. +2. I gotta turn the page. We're at the bottom. Okay, one more +2. So let's re-roll. I love it. 33 in chat and 33 thumbs, Tank. I feel like that rarely happens that everybody's given a thumb. I love it. Tracy. Congratulations, Tracy. Tracy got +2. Okay, this is the big 10. So this one gets you 10 entries in to the monthly appreciation giveaway. And that winner is Rita Pacheco. Congrats, Rita. Rita Pacheco. All right, +10. Got it. Congrats, my friends. Okay, what did I miss? What did I miss? Rita, I don't have it set. I don't have Nightbutt set up for that yet. I do want to get that though, because I think it's fun to know like what the weather is for everybody. And BB, for joining the Pollen Pals, you do get an entry in, just so you know. I just wanted you to know that. So your name will get on there as well. I know. I wanted to program him to do that, and I also kind of like the 8-ball one, but I kind of want to make it yarn related or crochet or knit related in some way. Mostly crochet. That's what I mostly do, but I thought it would be fun. We could, I don't know, like, should I frog it or should I, you know, or should I work on it kind of a thing, and then we'll see what Nightbutt says. All right, let's see. I never get drawn. You don't get drawn, Tank? I'm trying to remember. I know there's sometimes, I think, I don't, it's such a random thing. There's no reason for you not to get drawn on that. But yeah, Rita's like, 10 entries. You do. Yes, you should be 18 or older. And thank you for, you guys keep me on that straight and narrow. Yes, you should be 18 or older to enter, enter into win. Yes, that is correct. Search on YouTube for you. Haven't made yet. Now am interested. Which one? Are you talking about the Be Present? There's actually a couple of different tutorials for the Be Present, because when I first made it, I didn't have him have legs. He also didn't have an antenna either. He just was the present, but he had the stripes and the wings. But when I made the bigger one, I thought it's going to be rolling around. It's going to be hard to stand. So then I started adding additional things. Oh, he did have the stinger on that other one too. Need to be in the US. You don't have to be in the US. However, rather than sending out items, I will send you a gift card kind of a thing. So I'll have to figure out with you or whoever, if you're outside of the US and you win, we'll figure out what gift card works best for you, and I'll get it to you that way. So usually don't win much, but that's okay. I love being here. Yes, me too. I love you guys being here. Who's underage? Oh, Deku? Danny? Okay, Deku's underage. Okay, I will pick one more time. Okay, here we go. Hang on. Bear with. This will be another 2 entry, okay? Here we go. Lydia, congratulations. So I'll put Lydia in. Yarnworks by Lydia. I can't talk. By Lydia. There we go. Okay. Got it. You're 36 backwards. I'm almost 41. And my birthday is on a Tuesday, you guys. So you guys can celebrate with me. Doesn't that sound like fun? I might have to do some sort of a giveaway that day. I don't know. I have a couple things in mind that I might give away on my birthday, because it's a birthday. It's a party. You got to celebrate, right? I don't care how old you get. Got to celebrate. I'm over 18 in case you're wondering. Oh, so funny. Oh, you guys make this so much fun. I love hanging out with you. Yeah. So we'll see how far I get on this. Deku says, is 21, hasn't updated channel. Oh, you are 21. Okay. Okay. Well, no worries. You know what? We will just make an exception since we've already picked the extra name. I will put you in there as well if you are 21. Not a problem. And this is, again, so you're winning entries, and then on the 30th, live on the 30th is when we'll draw for the actual prize, which is a prize of prizes. It's a bag with a cute kitty and a yarn on there, and it's full of different things, including some yarn as well. Nice. There you go. No problemo. We've got it. My birthday is on Monday, so I am thinking we're going to do a giveaway. Happy early birthday, Helix. That's exciting. Another October birthday. Tuesday is your birthday. Tuesday's whose birthday? Is it Helix's birthday? Is that on a Tuesday? Let me get my calendar here. You said Tuesday. Oh, is it the 21st? Helix is your birthday? Oh, you're in November. You're a November birthday. I gotcha. I gotcha. Cute bag. Oh, yes, that bag. Isn't that cute? I thought so too. I agree. I've had it for so long, and then I'm just like, it never gets used, you know? And so I thought it would be a nice, fun one. And I did find, you remember when we did the first Dibs sale, one of the things that I did was I had these, they're from Makeship, which is a company that if you dream up a plushie and you really want to have it made, you can put up your design, and if it gets voted on and stuff, it can eventually get made into production. So needless to say, my son ends up finding a lot of ones he likes on there. I found another one of those bags, and they're really cute. They're good project bags, so that will eventually be used on one of these monthly giveaways. So, but yes, if you guys haven't, please check out the Dibs. I did do a Dibs #2 video, so if you could check that out. I have 3 tubs of yarn. If anyone is interested in them, I go through them so you can see them better with the colors and stuff. And so I show them to you, and I'll let you know in the video what the prices are and what deals you get if you buy more and all that kind of stuff. So check that video out, and let me know. Send me an email, frizzybeehive@gmail.com, if there are any that you want. Yes, and that mermaid kit. Yeah, you won that one, Rita. Those were so cool. I couldn't help grab a bunch of them. They were so cute. And you get all that nice little, I think it's like a 2-weight maybe yarn. It was a thinner yarn, but it was very cute. So Mary Ann is having a party on Monday. Is she? For her birthday? I'm writing myself a note. Mary Ann B-Day. So what day is that? That's on the 20th. 20th. I've written it down. Hello, Donna. Yarn, you say? What? Oh, no. Oh my gosh, if he's anything like my husband, when they're sick, they become big babies. At least mine does. Using your knitting needles and making a square mini Christmas tree ornament, hats and balls and bells. Oh, I know, it's already that time, right, to start doing the Christmas makes. Having lunch and listening for the first time. Well, welcome in, Donna. This is normally the time I would get off of here, just because I start at 9 a.m. is my time. Pacific Northwest is where I'm based in Washington. My daughter has school, so I have to help assist her with that. But I do hope that you will come back, Donna, the next time. So today's Thursday, yeah? Next Tuesday would be the next live, same time. So from 9 to 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, every Tuesday, every Thursday, we come in, we chit chat, we have coffee, and work on something. So we'll see. Maybe next week we'll see how far Frizzy has gotten. Maybe get to do the stripes and just keep working on him. I think that might be my make for Tuesday. We'll see how far. I'd like to get at least him stuffed so I can start on other things, parts of him. That would be the best bet. But yeah, all right, you guys, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. All right, happy Thursday, happy weekend. Have a great weekend. Do lots of fun things. You do? Well, I'm in Southwest Washington, so I wonder if your sister's close by. And the Yarn Dibs video, Lana Banana linked that for you guys. So if you're interested, it's not that long. It's like 10 to 12 minutes long. And I go through all the yarns that are available. So, and yes, Mary Ann is having her birthday celebration 10/20 at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 4 p.m. Pacific Western time. That's what I said, 4 p.m. I'm going to put that down too, Tank. Thank you. All right, you guys. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.